New York Islanders have signed Evgeni Nabokov to a one-year contract extension, and the good news is it's surprisingly a pretty reasonable deal for both sides. There was some fear that Nabokov might want 2 years or might want too much money to stick around, and the Islanders, by letting him stick around past the trade deadline, had lost maybe part of their leverage as far as squeezing him into a reasonable deal. But at 1 year and $2.75 million, that puts him at the same rate that Craig Anderson gets in Ottawa, and it puts him at a lower rate than goaltenders like Antti Niemi gets in San Jose, and even old-timer Dwayne Rollason got this year in Tampa Bay. Rollason makes about $3 million this year. It's also good timing because his stats have kind of leveled off in the last month, and really it's put him at where Nabokov has been in most of his career, and where he probably accurately is as a good goaltender who can steal you games, but who overall gives you about average stats. Now, a month ago, leading into the trade deadline, his even strength save percentage, which is probably a better barometer of where goalies are, was up to .925, which was 26 overall among goalies that had played the minimum number of games. Now, a little over a month later, it's down to .916, and that has him about 30th overall out of goalies that have played 30 games, and that's probably a fair placement for him. By the way, that's the same even strength save percentage that Al Montoya has this year, although Montoya's played many fewer games. So, good deal for both sides. The timing was good. Seems like though each side had a point where they could have squeezed the other for some leverage, they ended up making a perfectly reasonable deal that makes sense for both sides. That's kind of nice to see, and that takes care of one of the questions going into next year. And it also creates some flexibility because at 1 year, if things aren't working out this time next season and the Islanders maybe have Anders Nielsen or Kevin Poulin pushing Nabokov for starts, then there's an easy way out for both sides if they can find another taker. I'm Dominic Jansky with LighthouseHockey.com, and this has been a 3-minute Island update on SB Nation's YouTube channel.